everybody, welcome to the channel for new battle report. This is the final practice game I played before ETC against a KOE player from France. Wanted to try out the matchup basically just before ETC. I played my list, you know it already. This was my opponent's list, so basically we have Fated character, we have 2 Fey Knights, and then we have Hippogriff, so 4 strong single model. Master Shamanism, he has a bit more infantry as KOE this year usually do, at least in ETC list. Then he has 2 units of Mounted Sergeant, he has unit of Quest. So basically, yeah, I still have a bit of target for my permanency, so could have been worth for me in terms of list, but still you have the strong single model that are going to be testing my battle line. We played Hidden Agenda Frontline Clash because I wanted to get more practice on this one before the round 1 of ETC. As secondary objective, I got Enslave and Ransom, and settle the score. I elected the Hippogriff that I needed to kill or at least make decimated or shaken. He had Forbidden Trespass and Seize and Secure, so for one of them, he needed to avoid me to plunder the field, and for the other one, he needed to plunder himself the ruin, basically. Matchup analysis, yeah, it's a mobile multi-threat KOE list with a bit of infantry. For me, regarding primary or secondary objective, yeah, I think Enslave is doable, is likely to come at me. Settle the score is doable as well, it's going to be exposed, and it's, I would say, the least resilient of his single model due to the 6-up ward save instead of 4-up for the Fey guys. KOE, yeah, I think it can be doable both. Not so easy to avoid me getting to the field, not so easy also to get into the ruin, so it's not auto, but doable. The seize is going to be in his move pass, is going to push towards me, so I think overall he has some option to also play for his primary. Pass to victory, yeah, for me, defend well, range damage, obviously rocket battery, here the keyword, I think they are key in the matchup. He has multiple good single model, and if I can kill them quickly, that's going to help me win the matchup. To the opposite, if those guys survive long enough for him to engage in close combat, that's going to be much more complicated for me. For him, also finding good attacking position and use his mobility, his higher charge range. Starting, I think, would be good for both of us, range damage versus attack. I think overall for me not the worst KOE because my Pyro has some target like I said, but still have a lot of mobility single model, so still I think dangerous for me, volatile matchup. Deployment wise, I dropped for first turn, so he had the choice of the map. He gave me the forest and the lake because he can get into nice ambushing position with his Fey Knight. He only dropped 1 in ambush. I think would have been even more complicated if he would have put both in ambush. I think would have been slightly better for him. For the train, I need to plunder the field. You need to plunder the ruin, basically. You see my deployment, so a bit of levies left and also in the middle, so I play with a compact left side, we could say, immortal all around. And he played out of my Infernal artillery. Obviously, you have the sergeant on both sides, a quest a bit, yeah, he has a bit of far right pushing towards the field, and the rest trying to go at some point into the ruin with the help of the single model as a support pieces. My turn 1, I push forward. Turn 1 magic was horrendous for me. I failed the Cage of Ember. He dispelled the Fireball and dispelled also the Pyro Flow with 2 dice against my 3. Rocket Battery did also nothing, so uneventful turn 1 for me. His turn 1. Push a bit towards me, start to move his single model. He hide with the Hippo for the moment because that's a primary for me. Magic phase got Swarm of Insect on the Rocket Battery. Infernal Artillery did 2 wounds. I dispelled the Totemic Summon, and shooting, he killed one of the Immortals and also 1 Vassal. Nothing much relevant. I push in the ruin to really block him from going into that ruin, so I basically take the 3 unit to defend that. I have my magic to target his magic because his mage is here, so I'm thinking he has no way to go into another unit, so if I do some damage here, maybe I might be able to kill it. The rest is forming a battle line and waiting. I cannot really do anything for the ambush due to these 2 trains, which were very annoying, which made me think after the battle that I think I picked the wrong side here, or I didn't make the right choice by trying to be the attacker. I think should have been the defender just to avoid the ambush in my backline, like it's going to be the case, which is harder to manage. Got Cage of Ember into his archer unit, kill some Got a Pyro 4, kill 7. I failed the Fireball on 2 dice, so yeah, would have been even better because he was close to losing the 5 model, to have less than 5 model, and me being able with the Rocket Battery to target the Mage, which would have been huge. I killed some more with Archer. I still have like 5-6 model alive. Rocket Battery did 2 wounds to the Paladin, so at least that was a good start with the Rocket. His turn 2, yeah, he started to push towards me. That's what I like about this opponent. I played against him before, is try to play very aggressive and it's very testing. So he went in with the ambushing, targeting my War Machine, push those guys in front to chaff my unit, and then try to take advantage from that by pushing everything forward. Okay, the face did also push a bit forward. In the magic phase, and at first he thought about hiding the mage, but then he kept the mage out to get a 36 and threaten me with both. Because if he go behind, I'm not going to be able to target him, but at the same time he cannot do anymore the Swarm of Insect. So he wanted to have both Swarm of Insect and also his Totemic Summon. I let go the Totemic and I dispelled the Swarm. And that's about it. My turn 3. I elected to charge with the Lugars against his Sergeant, redeploy the rest, turn around with the Rocket to basically target his with 2 rockets, this face did. And here he didn't see this unit of Immortal. That's about it. Also turn around those guys to threaten maybe the Totemic Summon afterwards. And Magic Phase, I got Cage of Ember on his master. I do 2 wounds, so he's almost dead. I get then the Pyro Flow, but I got Amnesia, but I kill the master, so at least that's that. Fireball fails. Rocket Battery managed to do 2 wounds to the Fey Knight in the back, but unfortunately not kill him. I needed more than that. So I got basically 8 shot on a 4+, 2+. He saves on 5 and then 4, and I do multi-wound 2. So yeah, I could have killed him, but didn't. He hold the combat in the middle, he lost by 1, so hold on 8, which was non-rerollable, was quite important for him. So I got that one. I reform, he cannot charge me anymore, so he charged me with the General here, and the face in the back, charge with the Totemic into the War Machine, and pushes here into a sweet spot. I thought the Vassal were covering enough, but basically they are already occupied, blocking that way, so they cannot really charge in the right. So actually he's able to get into a nice spot here, so I could have avoided that, I think, by placing a bit better, maybe the Immortals. Alright, Hippogriff also push. In Magic Phase, he tried to get the Outlaw into my flank here, but failed that long charge. I think it was a 6. Yes, so basically he got +2 offensive on the face hit. He also failed charge those guys. He tried to put them into that combat, but not enough space, so they failed charge. It was in case the Paladin would fail, he would send those guys in the front, which is also a decent choice, I think, to be honest. So he sent the Paladin. Totem, I lost combat, but I was able to stick on 5 rollable, which was nice. The other unit of Vassal Levies stick on 9 rollable, obviously. And the Lugars, it was a draw this time. My turn 4. What happened? I charged into the Totemic here. I only charged with the BSB because I wanted to turn the rocket and shoot this guy. Or the Hippo. I think the Hippo, maybe. Yeah, I think Hippo. No, maybe this one was short range. I'm not sure about that. Reform those guys, still zone. And that's about it. Yeah, I also got, I think, here a NAFTA shot into those guys in the field to weaken them a bit. Magic Phase, I got, he dispelled Flaming Sword, 2 dice against 2. He dispelled Hereditary in the Lugar against Sergeant. I felt could be a key combat. He dispelled that one with 4 dice against 4. I miscast on Flaming Sword. I lose a couple of Immortal, but got Flaming Sword. NAFTA against the Peasants, I kill 8. Rocket Battery on the Fey Knight, 3+, 2+, do nothing. Vassal Levies, I kill his Totemic Summon, but he kills my War Machine, so yeah, that was going to happen, obviously. And then his guy, I'd only do 1 wound, he do 2 wounds to my BSB. Due to the model killed, we split into 2 combats. We solved it that way. I'm not sure it was right or not, but that's the way we solve it. Let me know if that was wrong. And yeah, I think that's it. Everything sticks. The Lugar is still a draw. I was able to chaff those guys to avoid them charging here, so I made that chaff move and also give front to everybody, including the Outlaws. So that's what I did. Turn 4, he charged with Hippo, try to get here another run, move the Outlaw to my flank. Here we're still into combat, and here he stayed to my front to chaff me. Those guys push for the secondary, and those guys defend the field. In the magic phase, he got +2 offensive on the quest. The BSB finally killed the little guy, the Fey Knight, so that was something, but my BSB has only 1 wound left. The Lugars, unexpected. I thought I would win that combat before, but I didn't, because I had a lot of attack, but only AP1. And now I was able to stick on 6 rerollable, which was unexpected, so the quest don't have any overrun, and then the Hippo is alone, which is sexy. Vassal Levy is all 7 rerollable against his general, and that's about it. My turn. My BSB jump back into the unit. I shoot again some stuff. Here we reform. Nothing crazy. Here I turn around. Yeah, nothing crazy. Try to shoot this guy again. And here I am expecting those to break next turn. So that's it. Try to do also some magic on those guys. Magic phase, by the way. I get a cage on the little archer on the wall. He dispelled the flaming sword. My 3 dice against his 2. I got second flaming sword, but another amnesia. So flaming sword, I think on those guys fighting the Hippo should help me out. Nafta kill 5 archer, and I think there is like 1 left with the cage. So if he moves, he's likely to die. I think he dispelled the cage. Yeah, that's why he dispelled the cage and dispelled flaming sword, and I only got 1 flaming sword. And now with the Nafta, I kill 5. Yeah, that's it. Rocket battery did nothing to the Fey Knight again. Hippo, I did 2 wounds, he did 0 to me. He lost by 4 because he's stubborn. He only checked on 7 rollable, and he held that check. My little vassal also held, and the Lugar dies. He's turn 5. He charged into here, reformed the Hippo here. Those guys, I think, did nothing crazy. Here, charge into that. The little guy went here, and those guys push here as well. So it tempts me to get some charge. Yeah, you can see there what happened next turn. I charge in, here we stuck. Here I charge in there, I'm going to kill those guys. This little guy, I'm going to kill him with shooting. He got the Immortal Pursue, and on his last turn he's going to charge that way. This War Machine is going to stay alive, and he is going to combo charge all these guys. He's going to get half point of those guys. He's going to get that unit killed. This one is still alive. My character is still alive. The Vassal Levy is still alive. This guy is still alive. So I got settled the score. It was quite funny because you can see his BSB is on 1 wound remaining, fled into the field, 1 wound remaining, and then charge again, another DT round, but didn't lose the last wound, and then combat didn't lose it as well. So it was quite funny. The BSB was still alive, but decimated, so I'm able to get my secondary. So I got Enslave and Ransom, got settled the score. He only got the Forbid Trespass, so I didn't get into the field, but he wasn't able to plunder the ruin. So I was able to win 1 more secondary than him, which gave me the 12-8 because we both got 2,000, close to 2,000 points. So I got a small win thanks to the secondary. Post-game analysis, yeah, tense battle, lot of fight. I think could have gone both ways. I hold a couple of shaky leadership checks, so I was rather lucky. To the opposite, I didn't do much with range damage, expected much more, but he has good armor save and good ward save, which is not that easy, not that likely also to get those models from range. The 2 ambush would have been even more complicated for me in the back line. I struggled to manage this single model, obviously, due to the resilience. The Hippo could have died as well. I think overall, on a macro level, the mistake I did was, I think, to choose to start, should have picked the top side, due to the fact that he has no ambush in my back line. And then we can discuss about the train piece he picked for me to plunder. If he pick one right, I can pick the other one on the left or the opposite. And then I still have the choice where I want to go and play. I think I cannot avoid both secondary, but one of them and play for mine was still decent. So I think the top of the map is superior to starting. We saw with starting I didn't do much. He minimized obviously a bit my range, so he could have been more aggressive at me, so maybe it's worth, I don't know. But I felt the ambush was a huge issue here in my backline, so I don't know. Or maybe play more like that and avoid ambushing in my backline. It's not that easy to avoid. So I don't know what could have been better for me. It's also hard to play more compact with so many units as well. So not that easy to reduce his ability to ambush, obviously, and at the same time move up the map to take control of the train. So I think he's starting did me well due to the secondary, but at the same time the ambushing unit was so annoying in combination with the totemic, were very annoying and complicated for me to manage basically. Okay guys, that's all for this battle report and training game. Next one will be ETC battle report. Thanks a lot for watching. Talk to you soon on the channel. Goodbye.